Hello everyone. Welcome back to my cozy corner. My name is Miss Minnie Cupcake, but you can call me Minnie. Today we will be starting a wonderful game called Wytchwood. I played this game about a year, maybe 2 years ago, so I don't really remember too much about it, but I do remember a little bit. This is an adorable game about like a witch who wakes up from a slumber to find out that she has a contract that she apparently made with a goat. So if that piques your interest, stay tuned. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Who's there? Get up. Oh, I love the music. It's just so cozy. Perfect for the weather today. I mean, it's so rainy out. I love it. It's cozy. Come here, goat. You devil, how dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Bleh. Shoo, shoo! Get out of my house, you mindless beast. You're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. New chapter. First things first. All right, so we gotta find our book. Is this it? Aha, here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it at any time by pressing H. All right, H. Cool. All my recipes are missing. That damn creature has chewed up all of the pages of my book. Where's my belt? I'll need it to carry my things if I'm going to confront the beast. I must have left it in that trunk over there. This? I was trying to right-click for some reason. Oof, my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. You step outside into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use on this lawn. Open your map to get a better look at your surroundings. Okay, where's that, what I call it, a cross-eyed Billy? Where do you get off to? Oh, there he is. Bah. Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah. Ugh. The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies. It's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Yuck, there's dirt in its mouth. Tuh, tuh. You can talk? Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken. Though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear. If you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there? The goat nodded its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one that sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure it will come back to you. Open your witch's eye to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. Okay. I need powder. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched onto the surface of the stone, but they are too faint for me to read. Powder of Unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as the result of abyssal possession. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. Yeah, I'm kind of with him. If the goat's nature is to eat, can't really control that. Okay, how do I use it? There we go. You smear a handful of glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable! What help are you then? I didn't come here to help, I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. Why did he volunteer if he couldn't see? With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque? Or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue or I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes, ahem. A space beneath she sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of 4 shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who's it calling a crone? And what are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers. Okay. Feather, hair, slime, and a stone. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone? I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so. But feel free to sift through the creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame? The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step onto a cold daze. Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forwards? An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there is no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Get collecting. I love games like this where you just can go around and collect. Squirrel. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest and this forest only. Have you seen one, perchance? You glance upwards at the small blue bird perched atop the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The blue bird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. All right, carry on. Oh, can I make a trap? I'm afraid I just fired the kilns up, so they'll be a while still. Pottery? I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly-looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try. But I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today, and doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. Foul-tempered, snaps at anything that comes too close. Hello, sir. Aw, man. Aw, jeez. I don't know about this. You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well. Ah! What's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down this well anyways? Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasure down there, just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down into the well and see those ghoulies yourself. This old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. You toss a length of strong, homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss. Okay. Oh, I can't go up that way. Okay. Ooh, got a trowel. Hello, sir. Hey, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. Okay. Oi, lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers. Aw, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward fireflies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish flailing about like that? Are you daft? My frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed them. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing the net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after my precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net, and you can catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies. That mushroom's moving. Oh. Come back here, I'll chop you. So I need my axe. Come back here. I'll chop you. There we go. Well, these hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. The frogs can eat. Well, here are your fireflies. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are going to feast tonight. Now, about our deal, you agreed to trade me one of your pets here. What deal? I don't remember making no deal. The frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. Ah, shucks. Never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Okay. Come back here, Pete. There we go. Okay, bye. Let me put this down. Oh, here comes Birdie. Are you gonna go in it? Oh! That was morbid. It exploded. Let's go into the well. I'm just gonna cut these real quick. This is the type of game where it's like you gotta collect. I remember having to do a lot of collecting. Money. Trowel? Why was there a frog in the mud? Do frogs often hang out in like clay? Oops. Can I pick it up? Clay mud piles? Okay, how do... Got some water coming out here. Oh, okay. So I can now make a jar. Okay. Let's check over here. Got some more clay. I needed more embers. Ooh, shiny stones. Something stirs inside but does not emerge. Okay, so I need a key. Okay, so now I can make this. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home now. Okay, well, hold on. Let me get these. Come back here. Can I catch you? Oh. Saw these over here. Sorry, dude, I'm stealing your money. Okay, bye. Let's head back. The brazier awaits an offering. Put the blue feather in. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. Their fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. And last one. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open, and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madame. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo against the marble floor as the goat comes to your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you? Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled, until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not remember. At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows? In time, you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you can simply return to the comfort of your little hovel, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free, and your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow, your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. It's a demon. I guess. Oh, I can move. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? All right. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid! As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we seek. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump? Perhaps inside a tree with a face? By an overgrown mushroom grove? What do I look like, a compass? Go out there and look for yourself. Ooh, new chapter. I think that is a good stopping point for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and poke that like button. And subscribe if you would like more cozy content or content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching.